January 6th. This is going to be a very depressing video. Hey guys, welcome to Philly Sports Reports. This is a channel if you don't know about Philadelphia sports and what is going on in the Philadelphia sports. Today we got one team to talk about, and that team is the Philadelphia Eagles, as they lost yesterday in their wild card game. So I'm going to adjust the microphone. Yesterday they lost 17-9 versus the Seahawks, which there we go. It's pretty interesting because the last time they played the Seahawks, which was actually this season, it was week 11 or 12. They lost to the same exact score, 17-9. It was that game sucked just as much as this one did, and was really bad about this game. I mean, it wasn't bad because it was really quite the experience. But I was actually at this game. I have a rally towel over there. I don't really want to go over and get it because it's on my wall. This microphone is annoying me, but I don't care. So let's talk about this game. Josh McCown, 18 for 24, 174 yards, 0 touchdowns by the Eagles today. This was a winnable game, even though how bad the Eagles played. The Eagles did not play well. The defensive line, Fletcher Cox, all those guys, they did really good today. Yesterday, I should say. And they did good, I can say. But the offense was just not there. The offense was not there. They were not completing. So, like, when they were in the red zone, they were not completing those red zone. They were not completing those red zone drives. They were not. It was just absolutely horrendous of a game, and it was winnable. It was a very winnable game, but the Eagles just blew it. They just absolutely blew it. The worst team in the NFL, the worst team that in the playoffs, is out, and the refs were absolutely terrible. There were so many missed calls. I can't, like, these new NFL refs. They're not new. They're pretty old, but these NFL refs are absolutely trash, bro. They're terrible. They are just, oh my God, like, what's this guy's name? Shawn Smith. Like, holy crap, how did you miss that call? Like, there's so many calls that you guys missed. I can't even name them all. It's just, oh my God. There was at the very end of the game, when the Eagles went all the way down the field, nothing happened because they are absolutely trash. Because Josh McCown, I mean, I have nothing bad to say about Josh McCown except when you're on that fourth down, he took that sack. Like, you can't take that sack. You gotta at least throw the ball away. It was not a good game for the Eagles. And at halftime, Jason Garrett got fired, so that was pretty funny. It was a terrible game by the Eagles. And I got more to talk about in this game, so I'm gonna move this over. All right. Where was I? In the fourth quarter, there was a fourth down. And the Eagles could have kicked the ball. They were in field goal range. They could have kicked the ball and gotten a field goal, and this game would have been closer than it was. But Doug Peterson decided to go for it, and if they went for it, the next drive. I have a typo here. If they did go for it, their next drive, which they got to the red zone, they did absolutely nothing. That could have been for the game. They could have won the game then if they kicked forward. But then they were just trying to tie it, and they had to go for two and make that, which is hard to do. So, terrible play calling by Doug Peterson, terrible reffing, and now we're going to get to this. Clowney. I cannot say his Jadeveon, I can't say his name. Clowney. With the dirty late hit on Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, it was head-to-head contact. Knocked Carson Wentz out of the game with a concussion. He was rushed to the hospital, just absolutely, oh my God, bro. It's just it's terrible. It's terrible. I'm sorry if you heard a little scumble there. I had to adjust my microphone. Just terrible. And that's when McCown came in and everything went downhill. The Eagles could have won this game if Carson Wentz was still in the game. It's not that Josh McCown was the problem why the Eagles lost. Carson Wentz is better than Josh McCown, and everyone was saying if the Eagles still had Nick Foles, he wouldn't have got injured. That's not how it works. Carson Wentz is your franchise quarterback. You must keep him. He is your must. He's younger. He's more talented. He's better. And everyone was saying, Nick Foles won the quarterback. Won the Super Bowl. But you wouldn't be in the Super Bowl without Carson Wentz. That's my comeback. And that's why they kept Carson Wentz. Because he is younger. He's a franchise quarterback. And he showed it those last 5 games. All the games before that, they were not doing good. Deshaun Jackson gone, Alshon Jeffrey gone, Nelson Aguilar gone, everyone was gone, and then those last 5 games the practice squad came in, and everything just absolutely changed. I know that they lost this game, but Carson, my MVP of the season's gotta be Carson Wentz. I mean, he was just I got another. I want to add something I didn't add to this. So Carson Wentz, my MVP. There we go. Perfect. All right. So, yeah. So after the game, the NFL ref, Shawn Smith, was interviewed about Jadeveon Clowney's hit on Carson Wentz. This is what he said. He was a runner, and he did not give himself up. We saw incidental helmet contact, and in our judgment, we didn't rule it to be a foul. Oh, what? Incidental contact is how I put this. There's no thing as incidental contact, all right? Incidental contact was when you run into a guy. This guy did not. He was going for the head. You could see he dipped down his head and went for the head. It's a terrible call. There's so many missed calls. It's just absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible call. Josh McCown was seen crying as going into the locker room. Zach Ertz emotionally saying if everyone medically was okay with it, he was not going to miss this game, even if he was not 100%. Let's go cut to that.
I knew if I could be out there, even if I wasn't 100%, that the defense got to treat me like I'm 100%. So I couldn't look myself or my teammates in the eye, knowing everything they've sacrificed over the months. If I was able to go and didn't go. And so as long as everyone was good with it from a health standpoint, I wasn't going to miss the game.
I could never look my teammates in the eye knowing everything they've sacrificed. If I was able to go, and I didn't go. What? Oh. I could never look my teammates in the eye knowing everything they've sacrificed. If I was able to go, and I didn't go. That doesn't make a lot of sense, Zach. Watch back that last clip, and you will see what he actually said. All right, here we go. Jason Peters says he's not ready to retire. No clip for this one. I told them that I want to play another year. I still can get it done. If I couldn't get it done, I would just walk away. But I can still go. No, not yet. But he still can't say no, not yet. All right. So Doug Peterson on Carson Wentz only being able to play 2 series in playoff debut. He only played 8 snaps. Only able to play 2 series in playoff debut. Here we go.
I'm disappointed, for him, because I wanted this for him, obviously, and I think a lot of his teammates did too, and the organization did. I mean, he's battled through a lot, but we'll learn from it. We'll move on.
I'm disappointed for him. I wanted this for him, obviously, and I think a lot of his teammates did too. The organization did. He's battled. Josh McCown, emotional about getting a chance to play in his first playoff game at age 40.
My wife and my family have moved around a lot and been a lot and been there for me, and so and mom and dad and so to go out there and get to play in a playoff game was special, and I can't thank them enough for their support.
I've had the time of my life. To go out there and play in a playoff game was special. Through a lot. I've been through a lot, but we'll learn. My family has been through a lot, and we'll learn from it and move on. Zach Ertz thought Jadeveon Clowney should have been flagged for hit to Carson Wentz's head.
I kind of saw it on the side. I thought it was late. And I kind of knew something was wrong right away. Just the way he got up. Devastated for my guy. Really tough.
Do you feel like it should have been flagged?
I mean, yeah, it's a quarterback injury or hit to the head, but it is what it is.
I thought it was late. Devastated for my guy. All right, everybody. Here is the question. I want you to put this in the comment section down below. Was this season a success? So obviously the main job of a season is to win the Super Bowl and get a Super Bowl ring. Obviously the Eagles didn't do that. My prediction, the Ravens are going to do that this year. But the Eagles didn't get it. But looking at let's just reflect on where they are now. They finished the year winning the NFC East, going 9-7, losing in the wild card round to the Seattle Seahawks. Practice squad guys on the offense. So many injuries. If these injuries didn't happen, this should be a completely different squad. But I'm not going to say that because we can't change it now. If the injuries happen, I mean. So, in my eyes, the season was a success. Because if you look where they are now, finished the year 9-7, winning the NFC East, beating out the Cowboys. I know that the expectations were high, but you can't always live up to the expectations. And looking where they are now, practice squad guys on the field. Carson Wentz playing an entire season until that injury, the concussion. It's just, oh my God. I gotta say that the season was a success, but honestly, I don't know if the season was a success. Put it down in the comments below. I will pin a comment in there saying, do you think the season was a success? And everyone can just reply to that or make their own comment. I don't really care. The play of the game, there was none. There was no highlights that really stood out to me. All right, games tonight. The 76ers will host the Thunder at 7 o'clock p.m. at the Wells Fargo Center. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like if you like it, subscribe if you love it. Comment what you think of today's news, and comment if this season was a success. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.